Good. I'll hire you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Draw your attention to the back page of our bulletin. Next Sunday is a very special day. We will have 101 Dalmatians. Actually, it's the 101st anniversary of St. Mark's United Church, and it's an opportunity for celebration. Our service, you will note, is at 10 o'clock in the morning, not 9:30. This was an attempt to draw to our church service the folk from Gooderham, which is the other point that I look after, as well as the Phoenix Rising of our 2 points here. Excuse me. So that will be at 10 o'clock next Sunday morning at St. Mark's. And another drawing card was the fact that they said, well, gee, 10 o'clock in the morning, their service wasn't until 11, and normally we meet at 9:30. That was terrible early to get up. And I said, but they promised to serve us sausages and pancakes. Oh, I'll go. So there should be an influx of foreigners from Gooderham next Sunday morning coming to share in our celebration. So bear that in mind, please. And then on Monday the 16th of July, it's our anniversary supper at the Faraday Community Centre, and roast beef and pork. I don't know if you're getting anything else, but you are getting roast beef and pork. So.
Yeah, I happen to know you're getting some salads.
Some salad too on the, okay, that's good to hear. All right. Okay, any other announcements for the good of our charge?
I got my tea license.
Hallelujah! Oh boy, now I better stay off the road. Good for you, Caitlin. Good for you. If there are no other announcements, let us... Oh, I've got a joke. I had a joke. It was a cemetery. And in amongst the tombstones and the grass and the like of that, there was a pecan tree. And an old pecan tree been around there for a number of years. And of course, a pecan tree has pecans. And a couple of young lads were in the cemetery gathering up the pecans that had fallen from the tree. And they said, okay, we'll gather them up and then divide them between us. So there they were on the ground, one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me. Just about that time, another lad on a bicycle was going past the cemetery, and he heard these voices. One for you, one for me, one for you. And he got a little bit concerned and started to pedal back to the way he came. He came across an old gentleman with a cane and was hobbling along. He says, Jesus is in the cemetery, and they're dividing up the souls of the sinners. And the old man said, oh, I'd like to see our Lord. So he says, wait a minute, who's the other one with Jesus? It's the devil. Oh, well, maybe we can get a chance to look. So they get toward the cemetery, and the little lad's, of course, in a hurry, and the old man said, wait a minute. He says, I can't go that fast. He said, just wait. So the two of them got into the cemetery, out to the cemetery. And of course, the cemetery was covered with the brick wall, stone wall to begin with, and then there were the railings, and there were lots of vegetation, and they were trying to find out where the Lord was. One for you, one for me, one for you, one for me. I guess that's about it, said one voice. He says, except for the two nuts down by the railing. And the other one says, I'll go and get it. And of course, they headed back to town as fast as they could. The old man was about half a mile ahead of the cyclist. But they thought the devil was there. Anyway. Oh, I do have something here. In the Bible, in Leviticus actually, all flying insects that walk on all fours are to be detestable to you. These are, however, some winged creatures that walk on all fours that you can eat, those that have jointed legs for hopping on the ground. Of these you may eat any kind of locust. Katie did. cricket or grasshopper, and all other winged creatures that have 4 legs, you are to detest. In the Greek way of thinking, it is not summer until the crickets sing. In Cameroon, the cricket cries and the year changes. In Madagascar, you can catch a cricket in your hand, but its song is all over the field. With regard to flies, from Korea, a fly may conquer a lion. Do not draw your sword to kill a fly. And finally, from China, do not remove a fly from your friend's forehead with a hatchet. That's like some of the instructions you get in articles that you buy, you know. They had some lights for use indoor or outdoor only. Yeah, that's marked on the package. All right, let us move into our worship service this morning. God, reveal your presence as we now adore you, and with all appear before you. Here in this your temple, all within keep silence. Gather now with deepest reverence. You alone, God, we own. You are God and Savior. Praise your name forever. Quiet your busyness and shut out the world. Be still and know that God is here.
Before creation began, there was God.
And when all human striving has ceased, God will still be.
From everlasting to everlasting, God is God, who alone is worthy to be worshipped.
Our opening hymn of praise is 672. Take time to be holy.